In this segment, you will have a chance to think deeply about how both physical and emotional safety is needed for effective learning. We will hear from educators about how they create and sustain a safe and inclusive learning environment.
We want our students to be able to take risks, safely take risks. So it's very, very important to teach them in what it means to be safe. How do they keep themselves safe and how do they keep others safe?
I'd like to talk about the physical safety first. So number one, it's really important to make sure that you have the appropriate equipment for the appropriate games and sports and activities that you're trying to teach.
We always want to try to enable everyone to feel able.
They're able to take a chance on a new activity, and they may not succeed the first time, but they feel safe enough to try again.
Educators can provide a safe environment by not only emphasizing the importance of physical safety, but also by ensuring emotional and social safety. By fostering a respectful and inclusive learning environment where all students' needs are considered, students will feel like they belong.
While we have visible and invisible differences, they all have a place within the classroom and all of our students can learn from each other.
We need to be respectful about how we say things in the classroom. So not everybody has a mommy and daddy. So maybe somebody's living with their aunt and uncle. So we just like to be aware of the vocabulary and understand that the big picture is how do we interact with people in the world, not necessarily just playing a game.
Students will go far with you with respect to, taking a lesson outside the box, but they have to feel safe.
Getting to know your students is an important basis for providing an inclusive learning environment, which helps them achieve their full potential.
Unlike other subjects, phys ed is where you're kind of showing your abilities in front of everyone. So in able to set up a safe classroom, we have to make sure for the first few weeks get to know each other.
You need to make the kids in your school belong. They need to feel that they fit in somewhere.
There's great resources out there that teachers can use in their health class, because I think kids have to find themselves in the curriculum. They got to find themselves in the lesson.
It's showing them that success and emotional safety comes in a whole bunch of different packages. And I mean, the reality is not all kids are feeling that way when they come to us, so it's providing that environment once they are there.
Before moving on, let's take a moment to pause and ponder. What are some ways you can create both a physically and emotionally safe learning environment? Let's take a look at some examples.
I really try and get parents on side first and make sure that parents know where we're going to go.
And really respecting each other in the classroom. And so I set that tone from September. So by the time we get to those tougher, difficult conversations or things where students might feel uncomfortable, they know they're in a safe place.
I always ask them, what do we need to do during this activity to be safe? And I find when it's not just me speaking all the time and it's their peers, they listen a lot better.
At a given station, they may see 3 or 4 different ways to do that one activity. So they can say, okay, this is my starting point. This is my way of accessing and entering into this activity. In 3 or 4 weeks, it may look different, but you want to figure out ways to provide different opportunities for that student to jump in on it right from the outset.
In health and physical education, students are learning about health concepts that touch their personal health and well-being and their daily lives.
If we want our students to think and learn and be present, then we need to make sure that they feel safe, accepted, included, and that is an everyday basis.
We're in that weight room and it literally is like a confessional. The things that students open up to you with is scary sometimes, but it's also, it's that moment you feel safe. A student really is trusting you with some valuable information and looking to you for help. And we can't answer all the questions, that's not our job, but at least we can give them a place they feel safe to, open up about, and then if we can't handle it, we know where to direct them to.
In health and physical education, students are learning new skills where others can see them explore, succeed, and learn from mistakes. An environment that is physically and emotionally safe is critical to support this learning. For additional support regarding the health and physical education curriculum, visit teachingtools.ofia.net.